Cooler Master, Masterkeys S, uh, first look edition. It's exactly the same as the regular Masterkeys S, but I got it from Mastrap. I've had this thing for about a month and a half. First thing I did, just absolutely stripped the keyboard and put these PBT Japanese pink and gray key switches on it, or keycaps on it. Not I don't have great words for this board. I by saying that I mean I don't have a way to express how much I like this. It's just good. It's really, really good. It was $89.99 on Mastrap, and now it's $79.99 on Amazon Prime. Just whatever you're doing, just stop what you're doing and go buy one. It's I mean, there's one issue I have with it, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But I'll do some positives, and then I'll talk about the one issue, and you're gonna be like, "That's your fucking complaint about it," and then I'll talk about some more shit I like. Um, it's a 10 keyless. I I don't need I don't need I don't need crumbs on my desk, but I don't need the numpad. You see where the mouse is? Well, that's where the numpad would be. If I put it here, guess what? The numpad still goes to here. If I move it all the way over and it's in my microphone, numpad still is here. That means mouse movement, like, low DPI mouse movement doesn't exist. It won't work. It won't happen. I like 10 keyless or smaller. This is too small. This is a novelty board. But this was the size maximum size that I like. I don't use anything really above this row. I don't really use the function keys, especially not when gaming. The dedicated arrow keys are nice. I like dedicated arrow keys. Don't use this whole block here. So if I could have a layout that's just the arrow keys and this, that's my ideal keyboard. But the reason I got this guy wasn't because I like Cooler Master. It's not because I wanted another 10 keyless keyboard. It was for this one little bit. See that switch? The MX Silver. It's like an MX Red, but shorter throw. And I think it's shorter by I think the MX Red is 2.5 millimeters and the MX Silver is 1.2. It's so freaking smooth. It's smoother than an MX Red. There's no way to measure that, but I'm telling you, it's smoother than an MX Red. And I think Gatoron Reds are smoother than MX Reds. And this is smoother than the Gatoron Red. It's 45 grams, nothing, it's not light, it's not heavy, it's not 35 grams, it's, MX Blues are 55. It is what it is. But the short actuation actually makes it, for me, typeable. It's livable. I can have it on my desk and I can do whatever I want. I can game, I can type, I can do anything. And that's why I like it so much. It's not particularly loud. It's not. I don't know what to say. It's just really, really, really good. I bought this board for the switches. I didn't buy this board because it was a Cooler Master board and because it had lights and all that stuff. Nope. I bought it because it was the only board that had these switches, and I was like, well, I like Gatoron Reds. MX Reds are okay. If this is a marginal improvement on the Reds, maybe it'll stay on my desk. No, it's not a marginal improvement. It is what the Reds should be. Don't buy Reds, buy MX Silvers. They're amazing. They're the key switch to have. And the best freaking part about this, you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to take the... Jesus. You don't have to take the keycaps off and put PBT ones on because you're like, oh, you know, I like PBT, I like the way they feel. Guess what? They freaking come with PBT caps, and they don't suck. They're not double shot or anything. They're not anything special. I think they're, I mean, they're top print. They're not engraved. They're, I forget what the word is. Someone's going to remind me in the comments, but you can actually feel the printing on the top. They're just top printed. But they're legit PBT, and guess what? The font doesn't suck either. It's, I mean, what can you ask for? This is the box for the Japanese set, but I put all back in here, of course. I mean, 2 complaints, or really 1 complaint about the board. Well, I'm gonna go over the complaint that's not about the board. It comes with a shitty keycap puller. And I'm pretty sure that these red keys, they're not PBT. I'll have to check that later. But like, I can't complain about it for $90. It's under $100. The case is matte finish. It's designed well. There's not a whole lot of flex. I mean, I'm really torquing it, and it's flexing maybe a 1/4 of an inch at maximum. Here's my complaint. This. Why the hell would you use a micro USB? Why not use mini USB? This really bothers me. And if you're gonna leave it plugged in, who cares? Just like, I'm gonna leave it plugged in because I don't want to use any other board now. This is the board I want to use. But micro USB is much more fragile than mini USB. And every other freaking keyboard on the market uses mini USB. This cheap Chinesium USB, mini USB. I mean, why Cooler Master? Why? And at least it's the right way up. It does have 3 channels for your wire. The wire does fit nicely in there. It doesn't want to come out. Foldable feet. These don't feel like they'll the rubber pads will come off anytime soon. God damn it. Cat hair. Yeah, I mean, it's just good. I don't really have any complaints. Nothing but praise. Doesn't have a weird layout. Doesn't have really weird function keys. You know, it's advertised as a gaming keyboard with gaming key switches, but it could be just a lovely office keyboard. Very, very smooth, very easy to type on. I did have a concern that these lights, these activity lights would be red or blue or green or something stupid, but they're not. They're white. Someone's listening. Someone at Cooler Master is paying attention. This is lovely. And then if you hit function, let's see, F9. Well, Keys also light up when you're, that's cool. If you hit function F9, that locks out your window key. So if you are a gamer, you can do that. The one issue I do have with the stock keys, and I guess I'll show you here. Just why does it have to be a Cooler Master logo? I wouldn't have a problem keeping the stock set. It just put a freaking Windows sign there. Like, I know you have the ability to do that because you put, sorry about that. Where is it? You put a Windows logo on the F9 key. Put the Windows logo on your fucking Windows keys. I don't want to see your logo. I understand branding. I understand, oh hey, you know, you haven't, that's a nice keyboard. It's a Cooler Master. Okay, cool. But that's why there's videos like this, because I can say, look, this keyboard's amazing. That's just stupid. Don't do that. Bad Cooler Master. The downside with putting your own keycaps on is you don't know what the function keys are. So I do have this image saved to my desktop just so I can be like, oh, that's volume up, volume down, play, pause, whatever. I don't do any of that. I just use the volume. So it's just function page up, down for volume. But I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. Oh, I lied. I have 2 complaints. As I almost break it while I'm taking the keys off. I'm not taking this key off all the way. I don't like these stabilizers. I know some people love them. I know maybe they're technically better. Maybe there's an argument for them. These stabilizers are the biggest pain in the ass on planet Earth. They're terrible. Use the dummy switch stabilizers. Don't use these stupid metal bars. But guess what? I changed all the I changed all the switches already. Or not the switches, the caps. I changed all the caps already. It's done. These caps are staying on this board. This board's staying on my desk. It was a one-time deal, and they work. Like, the stabilizers work. There's nothing wrong with them, but to me, they're an inferior design. If you take a look at this one, I believe this one has, yeah. Look, dummy switch, metal bars underneath the plate. There's nothing here, so you can just take the key off. The key just comes off. And look, to put the key back on, the key is back on. Those 2 flaws, this and that, I'm leaving this plugged in, I'm leaving these keycaps on. 1 point. Like 9 out of 10. This is almost a perfect keyboard. The thing that's driving it so high is the combination of MX silvers, good quality, just really, really good build quality, PBT keycaps just from the factory. And it's now $80 plus tax. I mean, don't buy the reds. Whatever you do, just don't. You'd be silly to do that. So, if you can't tell, I really, really like this. I really can't give it enough praise, but Cooler Master, fix your shit. Fix this and fix this stupid cable. I mean, the cable itself is fine, but fix the connector. I'll update you in 6 months and let you know if I find something better than this. But I have a pile of keyboards, and this is moving not off of my desk. It's moving from here to here every day. And that's it.